Have you ever tried a watercolor coloring book? It's pretty therapeutic, but there are not very many options. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own watercolor coloring page. Hey friends, I'm Sarah from Ensign Insights. Thank you so much for checking out this video. While creating my coloring book, The Art of Empowering Women, I thought a lot about how to make it watercolor friendly. There is a print that corresponds to a coloring page, but the paper in the physical version is not strong enough for watercolor, so you can see it bleeds just a little bit and it doesn't blend as well as regular watercolor paper. I was at Michael's and I found this mixed media pad that's 8.5 by 11, so it could fit in the printer. I thought I was going to have to buy a bigger pad and then just cut it down to size, which you could do as well, because I normally get my watercolor paper from Walmart. It's a lot cheaper, but this one at Michael's, it was $26 and I used the 60% off coupon, so it was about $12, which I felt like it was worth it. Regular watercolor paper won't fit through the printer, so it has to be mixed media, which is a little bit thinner, so you can't do all of the water blending like with normal watercolor paper, but it's enough that it still gives it that really pretty watercolor look. So then you just print out any page that you want, and then I'm gonna start watercoloring and I'll show you how it blends really well. And like I said, you can't use that much water, so you have to be careful about that, just like if you're using mixed media for any watercolor. I really love using a watercolor coloring page for beginners or just for anyone because it's so therapeutic. But as beginners, it's really helpful if you just want to practice blending colors and getting the hang of using different brushes, different strokes. You're not quite ready to start lettering or painting actual images yet. It is fun to paint something as a beginner that looks like a finished image, and it was a little bit easier to do than coming up with it yourself and learning how to blend different colors together. So this coloring page is from my coloring book, The Art of Empowering Women, and you can find the digital version of this in my shop. It's all 8.5 by 11 sized so that it can print out easily, and the images are all 8 by 8, so you can cut it down and frame it. You could even frame it side by side with the regular print next to your watercolor print. As you can see at the top, I'm starting to get a puddle because it's mixed media paper, so I just took a paper towel and soaked it up. I hope you enjoy watching this time-lapse video with some pretty rainbow sky. The quote says, "Your brain is wider than the sky," by Emily Dickinson. All of the quotes in this book are from strong women in history, and Emily Dickinson is one of my favorites. I love the idea that our brain, our own capacity, our mind, is stronger and bigger than the whole sky. Imagine all that we can accomplish. We just need to believe in ourselves and in our own creativity and recognize the strength that we have from others as well. And yes, I did smudge the blue right there, so I will have to cut off the edge. I was not patient enough to let it dry, but that's totally okay. And the nice part about having the digital version of this is that you can print it out over and over again as many times as you want. You don't have to worry about messing it up, and you can share it with others. So now I am adding some glitter stars and to my moon as well. Unfortunately, you can't see the glitter in this video, but in person, it is so pretty. These glitter inks are from Bria Reese in gold, ultramarine blue, and ocean green. And the other watercolor that I used is from the Nostalgia Collective the liquefieds set B. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.